Hey Google, good morning.
Good morning, Clark, 2am. The time is 8am. Currently in Meguro it's 18 degrees with rain. Today, there will be rain, later becoming cloudy.
Some hot water for my coffee. I'm gonna make the traditional Vietnamese coffee. Usually we have the coffee filter for this, but we don't have that in Japan, so I'm using a French press instead. I bought it French press in Starbucks. Things look kind of classy. Alright, let's head outside for some breakfast. So this is a small Japanese supermarket. I usually have this rice bowl for breakfast. They call it okiniki in Japanese. Some bread too. I love this one. So that's for breakfast. Alright, let's go shopping for lunch. So usually for lunch, I'm just gonna have a salad. Fruit. So this is the watermelon seasons. Watermelon here only sell by seasons. It's not like in Vietnam where we have watermelon all years round. There's some tempura. Let's go check it out. 1枚で。はい。はい、こちら。1000円。はい。力がない。クレジットカードを出てますね。はい。So I think our coffee is ready. We'll just stir it up a bit and then use this thing to press it down. The thing about Vietnamese coffee is that we need to balance between the amount of coffee and the amount of condensed milk. So usually for this amount of coffee, I'm just gonna use 2 teaspoons of condensed milk, ice, almond milk. So this is not the authentic Vietnamese coffee, this is my Vietnamese coffee. Yeah, but I love almond milk. So one other thing about living in Japan for me is that I don't have a lot of options for my breakfast. The only thing I can find when I work from home is the rice bowl and the sandwich. Back in the day where I still can go to the office, there are some more options like salad or yogurt, but still I cannot find anything that like satisfied me for my breakfast. Back in Vietnam, there are so many things I can choose every morning. I can have a bowl of phở, bún bò, cơm tấm or bánh mì. And I miss those food a lot. And it's been 6 or 7 months since I came back. And I don't know when I can come back again during these situations. About my job as a software engineer, my daily routine is that I spend around 3 hours in the morning to work, then I go for lunch, and I spend another 3 to 4 hours in the afternoon. After that, I go exercise and then I prepare my dinner. We'll get to that later. Yeah, and as a software engineer, I spend around 80% of my time coding. The other times I do writing design doc, code reviews, meetings, sometimes interview. Yeah, it's a really nice job to have, and I learn a lot from my job and my current company. But I don't know if it's something that I can do for the rest of my life. Like eventually I want to start something on my own. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to working right now, and I'll see you guys later at lunchtime. Alright, time to go for a run. I usually run along the bank of this river called Meguro River. That means Black Eye River. Me is the eye and Guro is black. And this is one of the best spots in Tokyo for sakura sightseeing or hanami. These are the footages that I took during the seasons, as beautiful as they can get. And even without the sakura, this is still a very enjoyable trail to go for a run. Along the river you can find many interesting things. For example, there's a shrine here. It is called jinja in Japanese. People come here, they throw in a 5-yen coin, they clap their hand twice and they pray. And it really works. Believe it or not, my relationship only cost me 5 yen. There's also a small park here. You can find these parks all around Tokyo. One thing about this park that I like is that it has a pull-up bar. And since I cannot come back to the office or the gym anytime soon, finding this bar is so important for my catalytic exercise. Let's go ahead and do a few pull-ups. I'm reaching the end of my run. That is a total of 10 kilometers, 5 up and down the river each. I wonder why they call this Black Eye River. Maybe once upon a time, people looked down this river and they see a bunch of black eyes and they call it Black Eyes River since then. Anyway, it is a nice name, Meguro. Okay, so let's get to cooking. Usually I go to the supermarket once every 2 or 3 weeks. I bought a lot of meat, mostly beef and chicken, and I chop them up, put them in the ziploc like this, and as you can see, and I will cook them gradually over 2 or 3 weeks. Today I want to make this very traditional Vietnamese dish. It's called caramel ginger chicken. Yeah, so I will get the chicken out to unfreeze it and we can start cooking it. Alright, Vietnamese caramelized ginger grilled chicken. This is a very traditional Vietnamese cuisine. It is super easy to make, and all you need is some chicken, garlic and ginger. Okay, I have some chicken thighs here, and this is the drumstick because I love drumstick. Okay, now I will chop up the chicken. So I mince part of the garlics, part of the ginger, and part of the ginger I cut it into small pieces like this. So the thing about Vietnamese cuisine is that we usually marinate all the ingredients first before we cook them. So I will marinate the chicken with the garlic and the ginger, some oyster sauce, soy sauce, fish sauce, sugar, and some MSG and pepper. Okay. I put everything in the bowl except the big ginger, and I mix them up like this, and we will marinate them there for like 10 to 15 minutes. In the meantime, we will prepare the caramel. What I do is I put some sugar with cooking oil like this, and we just wait for the sugar to caramelize, to burn out. You see, the sugar will gradually change its colors from white to black, and we need it to turn into, in Vietnamese we call it a cockroach's color, màu nâu cánh gián. Yeah, and it's very important timing, because if you burn it too long, it will turn into black and it's not good. But if you burn it too short, the color is not gonna be good enough for the chicken. The sugar is turning into, changing its color, but this is not enough. It's just like yellowish. It needs to be more brown, like cockroaches brown. And now I turn off the fire, and I put one chicken in. So as you can see, the caramel will give the chicken like this little yellowish color. I just like pour in some water, and I just cook it like that for like 15 to 20 minutes. We are left with some very delicious looking chicken like this, and I will put the ginger pieces that I had before here, and continue to cook it until the water is like almost dry out. So as you can see, most of the water has dried out, and that's when our chicken is ready. So I just turn off the heat then. Yeah, caramel, ginger, grilled chicken, a very traditional Vietnamese food. And in addition to the chicken, I boiled some broccoli and a couple of eggs. And there you go, dinner of the software engineer living in Tokyo under lockdown. I've been watching this TV show, Smallville. It's one of my favorite TV shows when I was a kid, and I was a really big fan of Western superhero. There are like 250 episodes. I watch them like one episode every day, and I hope it will get me through the pandemic. Just wrap up my experience on coping with the lockdown in Tokyo, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you like it, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.